it's a subject going around right now. People without kids who want to give advice. They pretty much saying like, man, save it. I ain't trying to hear it. And I'm actually on the side of the people who ain't got no kids because I feel where y'all coming from. Just because I ain't got no kids don't mean I can't give no good advice. Man, some of these parents, they definitely need some good advice, okay? Because I be looking at some of these parents like, bro, why you even got kids? But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. 9 times out of 10, if a parent do want some advice, they going to go to the person who got kids because not saying that y'all can't give out a right answer or a good answer, but a lot of times it's going to feel like y'all just saying what sound right versus the person who got kids is more understanding, okay? They understand the pain, the emotions, the frustration, the headaches that's going along when it comes to raising that child. Versus y'all, like I said, y'all just saying what sound right, but y'all not really understanding for real until you actually have a child of your own. All right? And there's no shade to y'all. That's just that's how I feel because I know like with me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type of person to put anybody in my business anyway. But if I was to ever go to somebody, ask them for advice or whatever, I'm probably gonna go to somebody who got kids too, or talk to somebody. Like for me, I probably do more like chopping it up because like just talking with the fellas or whatever about kids or whatever because me personally, I feel like I'm not really the type of person to be talking to when it comes to, like raising kids or advice or whatever because me, I don't tell nobody how to raise their kids. And people who don't got no kids will definitely understand when they have kids of their own too. Or people that's watching this right now who got their own kids. Y'all don't want nobody telling y'all how to raise y'all kids too. So I definitely don't tell nobody how to raise their kids. You know what I'm saying? Unless I really mess with you the long way and you really out here like you just wilding out with your child and stuff like that. I might say a couple things or whatever, but other than that, though, I ain't gonna tell nobody how to raise their kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with people in general, okay? And I think that's what that meme is. All that meme was also coming from that I seen. All right. Unless a parent really asks you for advice, 9 times out of 10, they ain't really trying to hear nothing that you got to say anyway, cause they gonna raise their child the way they want to. Like me, like we could just talk about certain methods that we do in the household, and if you take up some of what I do, we bounce off ideas, whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? If not, oh well. Like I said, I ain't telling nobody how to raise their kids. But I will say this, though. When it comes to raising kids, I'm not saying it's easy, but not a lot of times, it ain't rocket science. It's common sense, all right? Now, I do understand that everybody won't bless with common sense, okay? And it shows with the when it comes to parenting the kids, all right? Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I be looking at some of these kids, I ain't gonna lie, I be shaking my head sometimes. Like I legit be feeling bad. Like damn, you gotta go through that shit. Cause like, bruh, that's 18 years you spending with your peoples plus. You feel me? And if they ain't really wrapped too tight, man, come on, bro. You already know. Especially you got a parent that ain't even trying to grow as a person. And I ain't even talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally. All right, man. That's a long time because it's going to be a point where that child going to be playing survival mode. You feel me? That's what it's going to be. And you better hope it don't get to a point where, like, say, like DCF involved or something like that. And then now it's going to make the situation worse because that child going to be around strangers and stuff like that. And I was just joking around with that part because I know it ain't that serious when it comes to a lot of households. But I will say this, though. Because this is what a lot of people who don't got kids were saying, too. They was kids at one time, too. I will say this because, like I said, a lot of common sense. If you was a child and you came up under parenting, everybody done had their parents done went to the extreme or did something to the point where you like, I would never do that with my child. And when I become a parent, you are on the right track, okay? Because that means you are able to visualize and read the room and be more understanding and see like, okay, cool. Like, I don't think that's a good idea to be doing that. Okay, you actually do have some type of common sense. Okay, you're able to remember and have a better judgment. Okay, so you're on the right track. So that's a good thing. And I'm talking to the people who ain't got no kids. Okay, and all I'm saying is, when it comes to parenting, we don't got the answers to everything. We definitely don't. All right. We out here just trying to figure it out just like the next man. You feel me? So you got somebody that, is parenting and they trying to figure it out. Who you think they more likely gonna go to? They obviously gonna go to the person, because everybody's human. We all human. So we all trying to figure it out. So what makes you think that they gonna actually go to the person who ain't got no kids? You feel me? That's all I'm saying. And I just want y'all to be understanding when it comes to that too. All right. And also the thing is, because like I said, all parents ain't got common sense. Y'all got to understand this too. Because just because you got common sense don't mean the next person do. Y'all got to understand that. Everybody won't bless with that. And y'all got to understand this too. The reason why I'm saying it, because you got people out here who sit up there and get mad because, say, like, they think differently, or they think a certain way, and they get mad because certain people don't think the same way that they do, all right? Or they would have handled a situation way more different than this person would have, all right? Man, y'all got to understand, man, it is 7 billion people on this planet and counting, all right? Everybody is not going to be the same. That's just like me. I be feeling like I'm like one of the most genuine people on this planet. You feel me? I might talk my shit here and there, you know what I'm saying? But for real. And then some of the people around me might be some of the most genuine people on this planet too. So say like you got a person that's not gonna handle the situation the same way I would. I don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? And I would probably tell them too, don't get mad, because they don't think like how I do or how we do or whatever, because we all different. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure they're doing the same thing to us. And I feel like if you see somebody that is struggling or ain't got no common sense when it comes to handling certain things or whatever, man, help that person out. Don't just go talking about that person, because that be our problem a lot of times. We be quick to go talk about somebody instead of just helping them out. Or even if we do help them out, we go talk about them later on. Man, nah, just help the person out. That be our problem a lot of times. All right? But I just want y'all, without no kids, to understand this too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times y'all do be having an answer to everything. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was one of them people at one point when I ain't had no kids. I thought I just knew like right from wrong or whatever. Like, hey, like you don't really understand this person who do got kids. Like, why they ain't doing this with that child right now? Like, why they ain't whoop this child when he told them to do this or that or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's emotion and a lot of other stuff that goes behind that. It ain't just, hey, you supposed to do this and that and do this and that. All right? And I feel like you ain't going to fully understand until you have your own child. All right? And that's just how I feel. Like, y'all can give some of the best advice in the world. And people definitely should listen, especially if you're intelligent, you know what you're talking about. But I also feel like it's only so much that you can give. Okay? There's only so much you can give. And the only way you can give more is if you have a child of your own. That's just how I feel, okay? Like I said, y'all can still give advice if somebody asks you. And just remember, if somebody asks you, then go ahead and, hey, you should do this and that, nah. If ain't nobody asks you, don't say nothing, okay? Because like I said, and that's just advice for y'all, you can't really be telling people how to raise their kids, because that's going to be a touchy subject, always. You know how, like, when you go to a job, they always tell you don't talk about religion, don't talk politics. The same thing with parenting. Okay, don't tell nobody how to raise their kids, or you more than likely gonna be fighting, or you gonna have some words exchanged. All right, or if not, somebody gonna be hating on you, grilling you, whatever. It's not gonna be a good situation, whatever. So unless they ask you, they just don't even say nothing. Because even if they don't say nothing, they might have some hate towards you later on or whatever that you don't even need. Don't even put yourself in that type of light. But other than that, man, y'all be safe out here.